Afternoon traders, hopefully everyone is having a good day. All three major indices down today. Now, before we get into the show, I really want to thank all my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Now, with that said, let's get into the first stock that we've highlighted all week, and that is NIO. NIO. Now, if you remember correctly from yesterday, I did say watch that first 30-minute candle. If it can close above that 20-period SMA and take that first 30-minute candle out, it would be a buy. But unfortunately, it did close below that 20 SMA right there, and so it was a no buy. In fact, take a look. It did touch that point of control, and then it sold off the rest of the day. So now what if you're long? Well, if you take a look on the on the 1-year chart, take a look at this. It did hold that 10 SMA. So for tomorrow, it is imperative that that 10 SMA hold again. Now, if it does break below that 10 SMA, now you need to target this midpoint Bollinger Band as your first area of support. Okay, guys, keep that in mind if you're long NIO. All right, second stock. Well, we're going to go over the three stocks that we did highlight as potential buys. First stock was ADS. ADS. Now, I've been long ADS since yesterday at 45.55, and today looked really promising. It gapped up, had a really nice high first 30 minute. It touched that value area high, and then it sold off the rest of the day. Right? It tried to fight back midday, but unfortunately the markets were were very, very weak, and therefore this also did sell off in sympathy with that. Now what? Look, we're right here at this point of control. This is a great entry point if you didn't get long since yesterday. So watch that first 30-minute candle. Your risk reward setup is real nice. Make sure not only is it above this point of control, takes out that first 30-minute and is above that 20-period SMA right there. Now, if you do get long and the markets do turn, use that value area low right there as your out. Okay, so that 44.85 would be your out. Okay, that's ADS. Next stock on the list is OVID. OVID as a potential play. That was a potential play, but like the rest of the market, it did sell off the rest of the day. But you know what? It does look pretty good going into tomorrow. Watch this point of control tomorrow. It is above this 20-period SMA, so if it could go above that first 30-minute candle, above that this 572 area right here, and it takes out that first 30-minute candle, I am going to be long OVID. Lastly on watch was AVXL. AVXL. So AVXL did the high of the day that first 30 minutes, and it did sell off the rest of the day. It did hold this value area low. This looks like it still needs a little bit more time to base, but eventually this stock will bust through this point of control, take out this value area high, and then continue to go higher. It's just going to take a little bit more time. All right, with that in the books, we're going to go right into the stocks that we do own, and the first one is AQST. AQST. All right, so AQST closed right there at that point of control. Looked like it had a shot to continue, but like I said, with the rest of the market was too strong on the downside. It did sell off. It sold off right here in that $7 range, and that was a natural place for this to stop. Actually, if you take a look on the daily right here, 1, 2, 3 times, it did bounce up and fail 3 times. So it just, it's reasonable to think this would be on the downside some support. So that's what I'm going to do. If it does get back down there, I will be a buyer. Add to my position right down here at that $7 mark. At that value area high, which happens to be that same one and the same right there. So next stock on our list was WKHS. I did sell WKHS today. I was in at 1840 at WKHS and did get out at that same price. So I may look at this point of control right down here at that 1638 to be a buyer again. If not, I will have to buy this on strength, but I will not buy this on weakness until I find some good support levels. So that's WKHS. Okay, so the next stock on our list was BLNK. BLNK, I was in at 716. I did get out right there when it took out that first 30-minute candle because it did not, not only did it go below that first 30-minute candle, but it was way below that 20-period SMA, so I was out BLNK. Next stock on the list was AQUA. AQUA, been long since $20.60. Really bad day for AQUA considering we were breaking through this value area high yesterday. It did base right down here by the value area low, so I do think this will be a nice place to find some support right here. Again, tomorrow, watch this on the first 30 minute. If you can get long after that, this would be a good time to do so. AQUA. Lastly, on the stock, EXAS. EXAS held up pretty well today, considering the markets we're in really bad shape. We are right by this point of control, close right there. Again, tomorrow, if we do close above that 20-period SMA on that second 30-minute candle, be a buyer, and let's target that value area high as our first level of resistance, right, all the way up there in that $84 mark. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 stocks going into tomorrow that look promising. First stock that we haven't played in a while is SRNE. SRNE is setting up really nicely for a good risk reward. You can use that 675 right there, right down there as your low. Get in above that point, above that first 30-minute candle if it does take out that 20-period SMA right there. Okay, that's SRNE. Second stock is VIPS. VIPS had a really nice day with 15 million shares traded. Did this bottoming tail doji right here. Took out that first 30-minute. Then ran right into that point of control. So tomorrow, watch maybe a little shakeout at the beginning. Watch if it can stay above that 20-period SMA, stay above that point of control. I would be a buyer of VIPS if those 2 conditions occur. Lastly, on the stock is XERS. XERS. A few days ago, XERS did break out above this value area high of 459. Now it's up right up here on that $5 mark. I really do like it. If you bring this up on the daily, it is also breaking above the value area high of right here on the daily. So if you take a look at this histogram, there's not many shares traded above this area, so you can see this really going much, much higher with a little bit of volume. There's not many sellers in here, so watch EXERS above that first 30-minute candle tomorrow. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Again, my name is Eric. You could reach me at eric@valueareatrader.com. That's Eric with a C at valueareatrader.com. Now, if you like the show, please subscribe to it. I really would appreciate it. And again, remember, guys, have a good night tonight, and trade smart and be safe.